Hello, my name is Mark Lankford. We are doing the Module 6 Word on a Street. I'm here with Scott Atchley. Scott has been doing this for a long, long time. He's been an RN since 1999. And since then, he's been a combat medic, he's been a flight nurse, and just about everything in between. So, our topic for this week is in the last 15 years, what topic do you view as the worst crisis that EMS has suffered? So I'll let you go ahead, Scott.
I don't know if there's actually a worst crisis. There are several crises that have caused the downfall of a lot of the EMS services and/or not having enough people in the EMS to actually run calls in an efficient and sufficient manner. The lack of pay for a good medic and the lack of people staying in the EMS field is a big reason for a downturn in the ability to provide a quality EMS service, or to provide quality care in an EMS service. You get these medics that come in, get an education, stay for a year, maybe two somewhere, and then move on to bigger cities to become a firefighter medic or something where they're going to actually make a livable wage. You get EMT basics that have to work two jobs or pick extra shifts up, 3 and 4 shifts extra a week, sometimes working 6 days a week just to keep the lights on at their house, because the burger flippers might want $15 an hour just to flip burgers, and you can send that back if it's wrong, and they will remake your burger. You know, if you want to ketchup and they put mustard, and you got to get that fixed, that takes 2 minutes, and they make you a new burger. You don't get that choice in EMS, so you pay these people the wage that they earn and that they're worth, not what they're whatever name or whatever business wants to try to pay them. It has to be a set minimum wage for EMS, in my opinion. Another thing is keeping the government regulations out of it. To a certain extent, I can see a little bit of regulation for quality of care purposes, but not paying insurance not paying, whether it be private or the nationalized, Medicare, Medicaid stuff. If they don't pay the bill in Medicare, Medicaid, when a patient has Medicare, Medicaid, then the patient's not responsible for anything else of it. So if they don't pay, $1,200 ambulance ride to the hospital, and the company's out that much money, but please pass it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the company ends up out of money because and they end up closing, and another monopoly type business comes in and buys up these failing EMS companies and end up running their own people in the management, and then end up they can't keep good medics around. They let everybody go, make them reapply for the job for several dollars less an hour. That's the way they keep their doors open, because private insurances aren't. They pay the same thing that Medicare, Medicaid does, and they follow those same guidelines. So if they're not paying, these people are paying several $1,000s a month in some cases for private insurance, including ambulance insurance or whatever, and the turn it down for weeks and months at times, and then the people get their credit run because the EMS company will turn that over to collections because they can't afford to pay it, because they thought, well, if I had insurance, I thought they were going to pay it, and they don't. So keeping a little bit of regulation on it about what the quality of care, yes, but on the billing and the reimbursement and stuff, there needs to be more privatized, in my opinion. The
Kind of keep the finances out of the government.
right, keep the finance.
Let the private sector deal with it.
Yeah. Not allowing, putting a regulation on or cap on what insurances can charge for insurance. Insurance can charge people to pay for a monthly fee for their insurance, would help with them being able to pay the bill when it comes due, if they're not broke from having to pay $2,500 a month for basic insurance, and the company, if they get an ambulance ride and it didn't cover it, then they might have a little cash in their pocket to be able to pay be able to pay a bill like that. However, with the way the insurance is right now, due to the Affordable Health Care Act, nobody can afford anything outside of their insurance, or they get a fine for not having it. And so having the government involved in a lot of the medical side of it, having the government involved in any of the financial side of it, and then not paying the EMS crews enough money, also a financial side of it. So money is the underlying cause here of mostly what's going on with the problems in EMS these days.
All right.
In my
Thank
opinion.
you. So basically what he's saying, and I tend to agree with, is that one of the biggest problems, at least with funding, is that, you know, we sit here and run up these medical bills and they seem real high because 1 out of 10 people are actually paying their bill or whatever. But whenever Medicare and all of them cut down reimbursements over and over and over again, these services just end up broke, and they don't make money, and they end up going to places like AMR and, you know, all the monopolized country-size EMS services. And whenever it's that big, it seems like the patient care definitely suffers. So anyways, that is my word on the street for this week. Thank you. Bye.